I'm not gonna lie, back in the day, Lori Harvey was one of them ones. But also, as soon as a shorty date Future, it's raps. You know she not the one, she can't be the one, you know what I'm saying? But there's been a lot of dudes that try to make her the one. But also, my Discord community as well as my Instagram are down in the description if you guys wanna lock in with me. But other than that, let's get to the vid. Lori Harvey can't believe the wall has come.
What men don't like the most about Lori is the fact that she's confident, is the fact that she knows she's beautiful, is the fact that she knows she can have any man that she wants.
In October 2019, the internet went crazy when they saw Lori Harvey spotted with Future. She just got through breaking up with Diddy's son, Justin Combs, and by the time January 2020 happened, during her birthday trip to Jamaica, both were posted with cozy photos together. By the time summer 2020, they were traveling together often. Let's stop the show. Around August 2020, they unfollowed each other on Instagram, and Future referenced their split in his music. But fast forward, didn't take Lori Harvey but less than 90 days for her to begin dating Michael B. Jordan.
Bro, we can't be falling for these traps, brother. We must stay strong. We must stay strong. There's no reason that Michael B. Jordan should be getting with a shorty that just was with Future, bro. 90 days? She was just with Future. Have you listened to any Future songs? She was getting turned out, brother. She was getting turned out. And I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't trust any shorty that let Future's Willie inside of her. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure, you know, Michael B. Jordan done been with a lot of shorties. I'm sure Lori Harvey done been with a lot of niggas. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not trusting no shorty that let Future put her pee-pee in her. I'm sorry, I just can't do it. I don't know where that thing been, bro. I'm saying, out of all that music, I feel like he just been, you know, spraying and hoping for the best.
November 2020, we saw them traveling together before Thanksgiving. By January 2021, they posted couple photos. Now stop the show. January 2020, it was Future. January 2021, it's Michael B. Jordan. Oh, hell no! And guess what? Now they're having an even more public relationship than she was having with Future. I mean, they're on red carpet appearances. They got Valentine's posts. They got vacations going. I mean, this seems like it's going someplace, right? By the time June 2022 came around, after about 18 months together, sources said they split amicably, but at different stages in life. Fast forward, 6 months later, we see Damps and Idris. December 2022, they were spotted.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like he was just living life. I feel like this nigga just like, I gotta try the waters. You know what I'm saying? I feel like for him, when he first started, like he had to have some niggas in his ear like, bro, you know that's not gonna be your wife, brother. You know that can't be your wife, brother. Michael B. Jordan tried to make her his wife, and she said no. What makes you better than Michael B. Jordan? You know what I'm saying? You know, I would say Michael B. Jordan, like, you know, acting wise is up there more ski. But still, regardless, like, you think that she gonna say no to Michael B. Jordan and a year later say yes to you? I doubt it. I doubt it, brother. It's a her problem. It's a her problem.
Leaving a West Hollywood restaurant. January 2023, Damson posted a photo kissing Lori on the cheek for her 26th birthday. What do we see? The same play. Public moments, public appearances, red carpet events, and parties together. But as you know, by fall 2023, reports said they quietly split after less than a year. And then, of course, soon as they split, people started commentating.
Now, we all know this is what's going on, right? And some of you are acting surprised like you didn't know this was going to happen sooner or later. This woman don't date for marriage no more. She's already been proposed to twice. I think she was engaged at one point. Michael B. Jordan proposed. She said, no, I'm good. And then she moved on to this brother. If y'all don't remember when Lori Harvey broke up with Michael B., She said it out her own mouth. Once a relationship isn't fulfilling for her, she's gonna move on.
Now, this is important because Lori Harvey is known for saying this.
I feel like she doesn't even know what fulfillment means, brother. You know what I'm saying? This is a shorty you have to stay away from. She is a dangerous shorty right here, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas have fallen into this trap. And you know what's crazy? It's because she has all the money from her dad and everything. Like, she is never going to need for anything. Men and women are supposed to need each other. At the end of the day, they're supposed to need each other, and she doesn't need a man. And that becomes the problem. A man needs a woman. Michael B. Jordan is going to go find a wife. Whatever the other bro, I cannot remember his name for my life. But other brother, he's going to find a woman and he's going to get married. You know what I'm saying? Men need women, and we all know that. And men don't hide it. You know what I'm saying? Women, on the other hand, I don't need a man. And when that happens, she's going to get to a point where she settles for somebody and she's not happy, or she's just going to continue down this path for forever at the end of the day, because she doesn't find fulfillment in basically anything. The problem is she don't need a man, and we're supposed to need each other. And that's tough. Kind of got to feel sad for her. You know what I'm saying? But then again, she was with Future. I don't give a fuck. Like I said, any story that day Future, stay the fuck far away from me. You know what I'm saying?
The relationship doesn't serve me, I'm out. She's not the only person that stated this either, because Tia Mowry has borrowed this lingo. A lot of women have borrowed this lingo. And hey, I'm not getting what I need, and if my needs are not being met, I am done. And that could explain the timeline of events and how Lori Harvey was with all these high profile men and just dropping them like hotcakes. Like, it's not too many women that can dump Future, dump Michael B. Jordan. And obviously Michael B. Jordan, allegedly, according to this presenter, was trying to marry Lori Harvey. She was like, nope. Damson Idris, popular actor, he's done. And that's all she wrote. And of course, women started getting inspired by Lori Harvey's dating life.
If y'all ain't set for the rest of your life, you should not be inspired by this shorty. You know what I'm saying? Yes, she's out here. She's pulling a Future on other dudes. But you should not be getting inspired by that shit.
She is deciding whether or not she's choosing them. She is a woman who knows her worth, has confidence, has a lot going on for herself, and is not going to settle. Let's just be honest. Men multi-date all the time. They don't want their women to multi-date. You men are really weird when it comes to what you are allowed to do and what's okay for you, but what's not allowed for your women. And on top of that, Lori seems like she's been handling it classy. She's not just out here being with any type of man. All the men that she's been dating have been good, top-tier, elite quality men. And that's more than we can say for some of y'all.
And now we're hearing some inspiration. Like, Lori Harvey, she is the lady that really values herself. This is how we should be as women.
Are you stupid or something?
But hey, this is what we need to do. And not only was this lady talking about it, other people.
I don't know why people are always talking bad about Lori. Because to me, she's a queen who knows her worth. Because at least she had the courage to leave. There's a lot of people that are in long-term relationships, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, 2 kids deep, unhappy, and staying just to be in a relationship. But our good sis Lori knows her worth. And if it's no longer serving her, she's out. The contract is up. Our good sis is gone.
Now again, we're hearing similar lingo.
Listen, Lori, she does not renew these men's contracts at all. There is no spinning the block when it comes to her. We need to take notes. We do.
So this young lady is saying Lori Harvey doesn't spin the block. We need to take notes because, hey, she gets you in, she gets you out, and once you're done, you're done. But stop the show. Seems like something is wrong here because remember Damson Idris? On September 18, 2025, Damson Idris and Lori Harvey was spotted together in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Now, this is very interesting because this is unlike her past relationships. Again, Lori Harvey doesn't spin the block. She's one and done, and if it doesn't service her, she's out. But we're seeing something quite the opposite. Here is Lori Harvey out with, a guy that she's dumped. But wait a minute, just the other day, Damson Idris was out with some other chicks, and then the paparazzi was filming him when he was hanging out with other women after he was hanging out with Lori Harvey.
Oh, hell no!
So wait a minute, hold on, what is this telling us? Wait a minute, not the great Lori Harvey being reduced to a side chick. Let's talk about it. You see, number one, Lori Harvey is very attractive. She's still in her prime. She is 28 years old. But I think there's like $1 million NDA basically to prevent if you date her and it doesn't end up cool, you can't go out and talk about her. So yeah, you have to sign that NDA. And of course, I think Damson most likely has signed it and he has a lot to lose too. But she's going back to the guy, and most likely I'll tell you why she's going back to the guy. It's simple, nobody wants to deal with her. And see, you can get away with a lot of stuff until you can't. Let me give you an example. Terrell Owens is one of my favorite players of all time. I'm a Niners fan. He was an excellent player for multiple teams. Us, the Cowboys, the Eagles. And man, he was a freak athlete. He could really play his butt off. He could block. He was fast. He was strong. And people would put up with him because he produced so good on the field. But it came a time where Terrell Owens' production on the field wasn't worth it anymore. His problems were more than his upside. And once that happened, people just stopped dealing with him. I mean, you could argue that Terrell Owens looks like he can play today. I think like 2 years ago, he ran like a 4.4 and he was begging teams, let him back in the league. It just came to a point where nobody is willing to deal with him, because in order for somebody to want to deal with you, you got to have something to offer. When you're young and you have a lot of upside, and if whatever you're bringing to the table is worth more than your problems, it's a net positive. But if you're not bringing that much, then it's not. And so what's happening is Lori Harvey is not bringing a lot to the table for wealthy men. Not like she used to. And a lot of women are out there saying, well, she can just hop from this guy to this guy to this guy. Yeah, she can, because she's beautiful. She is connected. It's going to come a time where that's not going to matter. Amber Rose was also at one point like very beautiful, and she still is. But I mean, like in the 2010s, Amber Rose is the truth. And is anybody talking about Amber Rose now? I mean, what about Delicious? It was a time where she was dating the rappers. What about now? And we could argue and say Delicious is still decent looking. She's in shape. She still got booty. She's still a very good looking woman. The issue is that for a man, it's just too much risk. So yes, ladies, you can date.
In another 10 years, she gonna be thinking to herself, damn, I could have married Michael B. Jordan or D. with Idris, whatever this nigga name is. I cannot remember this nigga name for the life of me, boy. She's like, I could have married these men and I didn't. And now I want a man that's on that level and I can't get one no more. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna happen at the end of the day, honestly. All the relationships you've been in, none of them ever fitted you or serviced you, whatever they were saying. Like, you must be the problem at the end of the day. You had no need for these men. You had no value in these men because everything that you need you already had. And that's an amazing thing. But you need to realize that to yourself. You need to dig deep inside of yourself and figure out what's the problem. You know, same thing goes for men. Like, if you're dating all these women, back to back, but you're not keeping none of these women, you're not, trying to actually build with any of these women, you have to dig a little deeper and figure out the reason for that. You know what I'm saying? You need to find value in them. Looks fade over time. Everything fades over time. You need to find something deeper in your partner other than those things, bro. And she has it all, so she doesn't need to dig any deeper, I want a rich man that looks good, and, you know, he has hella clout. She did it. You did it multiple times. And look, like, now you're spinning the block for the first time. It's not looking good. You're spinning the block for the first time, and he's still out here messing with other shorties. And y'all was in the ocean together laughing and giggling. Hee 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 ha ha hee hee. Lori Harvey's track record, I don't think a dude wants to be next in line. You know, I don't think a dude wants to waste a year of their life rocking with Lori Harvey, taking her seriously, and, you know, her just leaving him. Like, let's be for real.
Guys, if you look like Lori Harvey and if men want you, of course, you can break up and get a guy. Ultimately, if it depends on your looks, and if that's the only thing it depends on, it's going to come a time where your looks don't matter. And now it's, how good of a mate are you? How easy is it for somebody?
Always talking about the relationship needs to serve me. What do you do to serve the relationship? You never got a problem when he doing the husband shit. You only got a problem when you have to do some shit. What value do you bring to the relationship yourself? And that's what you need to figure out. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be for real. These niggas would have married Lori Harvey. Lori Harvey probably will not be a good wife. Will not be a good wife. You know? Like, have children, take care of your children, be loving, nurturing, you know, endless love poured into your children. I don't think Lori Harvey could do that. Just for the fact that she keep jumping around from niggas that want to spend the rest of their life with her. You know what I'm saying? If things weren't going well, Michael B. Jordan would not have tried to marry her. You know what I'm saying? So things were going well, you still ran off. You know what I'm saying? That made me feel like, damn, we have a kid, you gonna run off of me after the kid put me on that child support, I'm screwed. There's always the husband duties, the serving me, but are you gonna be cooking and cleaning and doing the wife duties? Any type of wife duty, because that doesn't necessarily need to be wife duties, like cooking and cleaning and shit, because, you know, it's just life. This is 2025, you know what I mean? But what wife duties are you going to do to serve him? You know what I mean? Except for touch pee-pee time. You know what I mean?
To deal with you. How easy is it for them to love you, to work together? You know, are you a good mate? Is it about you sacrificing? And of course, ladies, relationships, businesses, or marriages are not built on everything serving you. It's built on sacrifice. You see, I think that Lori Harvey doesn't mind if somebody sacrifices for her, but basically if she has to sacrifice for somebody else, she doesn't want to do that. But now what it's seeming is nobody wants to sacrifice for her as much as they used to, so she's back with Damson Idris now. And that's just a sign that the armor is breaking. Once Lori Harvey is bending the block, it means that nobody else is interested. Because remember, she's supposed to have all these opportunities, but those doors are just not opening up, and it happens all the time. NBA athletes, it happens to them. YouTubers, radio shows, TV shows, it happens to everybody. Once it comes out that you're not adding as much value as you used to, you have two choices. You can continue doing whatever you've been doing and then fall all the way off, or you can basically switch the game up and try to adapt. And Lori Harvey doesn't want to adapt, and these women are praising her, not knowing that if she doesn't adapt one day, she's going to be out there down bad. Like we see Cardi B, like, oh, y'all was so happy when she left Offset, only to go to Stefan Diggs and become a side chick and a baby mom again.
No,
again, when you're not adding that much value in the relationship economy, you just end up falling victim to being down bad. And Lori Harvey is also becoming that same thing. And ladies are basically cheering her on in her demise, while at the same time, men who are learning how to become more valuable, how they tell us, right? You want more women? Be more valuable, be understanding of women, work really hard. Yeah, men kind of have to do that because that's kind of our only way in. But ladies got to understand that, hey, yes, being beautiful and nice looking helps, but it doesn't save you, because guys like Michael B. Jordan, they can also rebound. Ultimately rebound longer than Lori Harvey. Guys like Future will rebound. Ultimately rebound longer than Lori Harvey. Damson Idris will rebound. Ultimately longer than Lori Harvey. Why? Because all of these guys are rich and their prime will last a lot longer than hers. Now, what do you ladies have to say to that?
You know, it's almost about time to start settling down, you know, find someone you want to spend the rest of your life with, even though I don't think that she's a woman that would spend the rest of her life with anybody. Because like you said, she's not willing to make a sacrifice for anybody. You know what I'm saying? As far as I could tell, what the fuck do I know? She makes niggas sign NDAs, so maybe, you know, she's the greatest woman ever. All these niggas are cheaters, and they all cheated on her and all doing her nasty, dirty, slimy, grimy. You know what I mean? But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if nobody told you today, I love you. Peace.